Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 2 here today on the channel. We're back with episode 3 of my Rakarth Dark Elf Let's Play. Here today we have a massive battle against Tyrion at the Glittering Tower. We're 74 turns into the Let's Play and it's make or break for the High Elves. If we can defeat Tyrion here today, we can march upon his capital of Ulthuan with impunity. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. If you want to see more episodes, support it and I'll do more. If not, I'm more than happy to move on to something else if sort of the general consensus is that you guys want me to. So we'll fight this one here today against Tyrion. He's got a pretty decent army here. Got some war lines of Krace. He's got a couple of Sea Guard. But overall, he probably won't be able to contend with the power of Rakarth's beast army build spam with our black dragons and war Hydra. Let's chuck a quick save and we'll fight this one manually here today. We've also got a feral Carnosaur in the mix as well, and with our beast sorceress. Okay guys, welcome to the battle map. Let's get stuck into it. We'll gamble the 5% wins of magic. 15. So we've gotten quite unlucky there. Now, I'm going to cluster my black dragons as such on the left-hand side. That's the play. We probably would have been alright without too much winds of magic, as we do have noxious breath. But here are the cluster of Rakarth's black dragons. Here he is at the back on his infamous beast Baracus. My god, check out this monstrous menagerie. Moving down to our war Hydra now, our regiment of renowned variant, and we do have a feral Carnosaur in this army build. Due to the monster pens in Rakarth's faction, we do get access to various other beasts and monstrous creatures. We did have a feral mammoth at one point, but that didn't last too long. We've got arcane conduit, which we can use to improve our recharge reserves. And alright, let's start the battle. So we'll cluster everyone up here. A field battle makes things a little bit difficult with this army build, but we should be alright. So what we'll do is we'll get the Carnosaur and the Medusa to try and focus and snipe Tyrion, while the Hydra can focus and spray upon their archers. So what we want to do here, we'll get one shot off with Noxious Breath into this cluster here. We use Arcane Conduit now, so that should be a good first initial strike, just that they're clustering. And then what I'll do is I'll throw everyone in. We don't want to stay aerially too long, because the archers are really going to rip us to shreds. Now, we might take a fair amount of damage in this fight, just due to the amount of archers that Tyrion has, and we are outnumbered quite significantly. So as you can see already, chucking my feral Carnosaur in made him rage. So we're going to use Rakarth's ability to stop it and to quell his rage. Now murderous prowess as well is slowly but surely moving up. We want to try and focus Tyrion, but we've already taken a good chunk out of the enemy forces. We could have very well brought up our reinforcements for this one, but I just want to show you guys how this Rakarth black dragon spam, along with some Hydra company as well. So the black dragons are doing well so far, reducing most of the cluster. But their stronger archers and skirmishers are kiting me a little bit here. Murderous Prowess is now kicked in. They're targeting my Sorceress, which is annoying there. Now, you want to try and cluster everyone up and try and pick units one by one, single them off. It might get to a point where we're in a comfortable position if we just want to get this battle over and done with, to let each individual Black Dragon maybe use Noxious Breath on some units. We're starting to take a little bit of damage now. We don't have any healing sorceresses in this build, which we probably do need at some point. We've got no healing for this army. But to be honest, I haven't really needed it too much, as we can replenish in foreign territory. Just in big battles against decent legendary lords, things can get a little bit difficult. Like Tyrion is arguably the best high elf lord. Drop 8 Flock of Doom down there. Make sure the Hydra aren't getting too distracted and kited. No, they're focusing off them, which is fine. A unit got wiped out. Ah, they focused my Beast Sorceress, which is annoying. Now this battle, if you're wondering, is on very hard. Right, so we'll give out the orders now for my Black Dragon to use Noxious Breath on some of those, because yeah, we're just getting a little bit ripped apart here towards the end. Rakarth is taking in a lot of damage. There's only a couple more holding on, and if we can just focus them, we should be able to get rid of them. Just microing here. Just a little bit intensive. Come on, we don't want them standing still too long. Give out the orders and go. Only a couple more remaining here now. But yeah, if you guys want to see the prior 73 turns, I will be uploading them and let's playing them on YouTube, so stay tuned for those. But we have victory. We have victory here today, and we'll just run down the remaining stragglers now. Alright, sweet. Now, the recruitment of this army was actually quite easy, because as you go around conquering, depending on where you are, you do get access to various units. So every high elf city we take, we can instantly recruit, if we have the money, a Black Dragon. For example, if you were down in Lustria, you get access to Stegodons and Carnosaurs, while if you're focusing on Norsca, you get access to Mammoths. This is a Vortex campaign, by the way, not Mortal Empires. I'm sure some of you assumed that anyway, as you saw the Vortex Ritual countdown that at the top of the campaign. But we'll just quickly run down the rest of these, and then we'll go through the casualties sustained and inflicted. We did lose our Beast Sorceress, which is annoying, and Rakarth got quite low, to be honest. But a decisive victory, we'll take that. My level 33 Beast Sorceress thankfully has immortality, so it's not a very big loss. She'll come back soon. But Tyrion deployed 7,000, 1,700 to be exact, not 17,000. And the reinforcing with 900 there. Looking at the casualties sustained and inflicted, the War Hydra did really well. The Black Dragon's picking up between 90 to 137. It's a shame we lost the Beast Sorceress, but so be it. And now we've taken the Glittering Tower. We should be able to push upon Ulthuan now and take the capital for the High Elves. Okay, let's continue on. So most of eastern and northern Ulthuan is under Dark Elf occupation. We're currently 2 rituals in. We've only got a couple more. The High Elves obviously are nowhere near. Skaven are close behind us. But yeah, the High Elves and Lisbon aren't doing too well ritual-wise. Now, we're going to push into Ulthuan now with Rakarth and an additional army here as reinforcements as well. And I would play that one if it was a decent garrison, a decent fight inside, but we've essentially fought the battle for Ulthuan. Alright, and when an interesting battle comes up, I'll play it, but we might just be sort of auto-resolving up the inner coast now. So, who's this? Is this Alistair? Yeah, it is. Alright, auto-resolve that one. Man, how far he has fallen. We've already defeated him a couple times at the Phoenix Gate in this series.
Your greatest adept, some time to complete. Such is the ritual's power that the great vortex itself distorts under its pull. Be wary, though. For while the vortex is weakened, the forces of chaos will slip into this world. Ready your defenses, for they will doubtless be drawn to the ritual's power.
Annoyingly, because we started the ritual, some chaos armies have spawned. So we should be able to take the Eagle Gate before they intercept us. So there's 2 chaos armies and a Skaven host that's been deployed there. But here today, I reckon we should be able to finish off the High Elves and take the entirety of Ulthuan for the Druki, with Illyrian gone now. Okay, so Reaver's Mark in Evershade has fallen. So, just need to bring you in as reinforcements, Miranda, and then we should be able to take that one. Just force march it if you need to. Alright, there we go. Sweet as. That's a lot better odds. Decisive victory. And another one bites the dust. White Peak now. The Vampire Coast have actually taken some territory in here. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, eh? I'll take Evershade now. Perfect. And we'll take Tor Anrock as well. Man, Rakarth level 35. The dude's a beast. The Beastmaster is a beast. How fitting.
The third victim was also known to the sorceress. But this was no enemy. The pupil looked upon her teacher and saw the true cost of dark magic. Success breeds expectation, and the Witch King demands. Especially when there are others who incite their own rituals of possession over the Vortex.
Right, well, there's only 2 High Elf settlements left in Ulthuan. Somehow, Ulthuan has come back. And he's managed to take some territory in the north. We didn't really fight him because Malekith was smashing him quite a bit. Yeah, somehow came back. So we'll uproot him from Tor and Lek, and we'll get the Black Dragon there to replace it. Yeah, so we've actually got a full Black Dragon Doom stack now. And with my other 3 armies, I'm gonna get him out of here. Yeah, he's not like got a bunch of Shadow Walkers. It's actually just like tier 1 trash. I probably would have played that if he had a bunch, but Nagaroth is gone now. Alright, and that should be the end of the High Elves. Crikey, 90 turns into the Let's Play, we fully now control Ulthuan, apart from 3 territories which are occupied by the Pirates of Sartosa and the Vampire Coast, which we've actually got a defensive alliance with the Vampire Coast. Sartosa, we're on pretty amicable relations with their settlement in Torivares. Volzanful, Kalidor has fallen to the Vampire Coast, who we have a defensive alliance with Count Noculus. But as you can see here, the Dark Elves have destroyed the High Elves in this campaign, which is quite crazy. We've got pretty good relations with the Tomb Kings as well. But Malekith got kind of smashed in this series. Hellebrand sort of occupies most of the western side. Well, unfortunately on that note, it is time to end the video here, and potentially the series. I'm going to put a pin in the campaign, because at this point now, we're in a fantastic position. Like, for example, we can just sit here, build up these garrisons. Like, there isn't actually that much of a incentive for us to leave Ulthuan now. Like, we occupied the island. Like, the vampires aren't going to betray us, because we've got good relations. Now, it looks like Throt and the Skaven have really done a number on Malekith. Like, it probably isn't even... Like, even though we can get, like, Malekith and Hellebrand, like, those are good legendary lords, but it actually might not be advantageous for us to do that, because they're just getting smashed over in Nagaron. So, we're better off just chilling, building up our garrisons, and we're so far ahead now. The High Elves, the Skaven, and the Lizardmen aren't going to catch us. So we really just have to burn, 50 turns until we get the Vortex victory. So we basically, from my perspective, we've hit the short victory conditions of this campaign. All we need to do now is just see the 2 more cutscenes and then play the final battle. So if that's something you guys would like to see, leave the video a like, support it, thumbs up, comments, and I'll do it. But if not, this is a perfect place here to end the campaign. But if you want to see more episodes of this, let me know in the comments, because for all intensive purposes, it's GG, we won, we threw back the High Elves. Like, we just need to burn turns and get the final cutscenes now, because there's no way that we're going to get thrown out of here. We didn't even get to fight Imric, because the vampires threw out Kalidor before we even had the chance. So, yeah, we could maybe go on a Lustria expedition. That could be a potential option. But I'm going to put a pin in the campaign here. Let me know if you want to see more episodes. If not, we'll move on to something else. But I've thoroughly enjoyed my time playing the Rakarth campaign. It's free for Total War Access users, and I do recommend picking him up. He's a fun legendary lord. Not the best, better than Malus, not as good as Malekith in my opinion, but he's kind of fun. You can sort of spam out his monster pens and black dragon builds. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already with the bell notification on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the video, and feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to support the channel and follow me on my social media links, they are all linked in the description below. We've got the series playlist that you can access. You can also have a look at my gaming and recording equipment. If you want to get yourself some cheap games, check out the links. You can support me on Patreon if you want. Channel members are available. Use creator code SimpzyTotalWar on the Epic Games Store checkout to flick me a couple of bucks. We've got Twitter, Discord, merchandise, Facebook, Steam group, Instagram, Twitch, and Google Plus links all in the description below as well. But above all, guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.